I'm Mirela Marinescu, and today I will demonstrate a European facial, my own personal signature European facial that I developed for the last 30 years, just for you. So we'll start with the cleansing. 1 drop of cleanser. We add water. It's slightly foamy. We cleanse the nose. We cleanse the entire face with friction movements. If the makeup is resistant, we have to cleanse the eyes and the lips also. My beautiful client here doesn't have makeup, only a little bit of lip shine, so I will use one cleansing only with friction movements. As I cleanse, I try to feel under the skin a little bit of congestion, especially in the chin and jaw areas. The rest of the skin is pretty well conditioned. It's in shape, no pigmentation. I will consider a combination skin, a little bit oily in the T-zone, a little bit dehydrated around the eyes. Okay, when the cleanser doesn't glide anymore, I will cleanse the leftover. The cotton is preferable to be used because it's very soft and it feels really good, much better than sponges or gauze. The cotton is the softest and it's very absorbent. I'm trying to use the cotton with massage movements, so even the cleansing feels good. I can flip it. Okay, around the eyes, I do circular movements. Can use a U turn or a figure 8. And I'll clean the lips, supporting the lip. One more time. Every time when I cleanse, I follow the cleansing with a toner. I'll use a hydrating toner as a rainbow. In the beginning of the facial, I can spray it. During the facial, I prefer to apply it with cotton because I don't want to disturb the relaxation. Before the skin analysis, we cover the eyes of the client. We elongate the 4x4 cotton and we bend it in order to make the perfect eye protection. I like to wet it so it's heavier on the eyes. Should wet it before. Okay, again. And this will just cling to the eye and won't let any light. So now we start the skin analysis. The congestion that I feel when I cleanse the skin, it's very minimal, probably 3-4 pores around the chin. Around the eyes, you have to be sure you check everything. Check the T-zone, probably 4 or 5 blackheads on the chin and on the nose. So I will consider a combination skin. I will anybody after 20 years old, I will treat as a mature skin. If they don't have any acne, I will consider it mature, so we can do prevention, so we can keep that skin young forever. The process of aging starts after 25 with sun exposure, and the environment, of course, can induce pigmentation, dehydration, so the best treatment is prevention. Okay, we don't have any lines, any wrinkles, but we want to prevent those. We have a little bit of dehydration around the eyes, and slightly oily chin, nose, and forehead. No pigmentation, just probably a few pores congested that we need to extract. So we're lucky today, we have a beautiful skin in our hands. First step is massage. I would like to mix moisturizer with a massage cream, with a massage oil. We can mix a massage cream. Okay, just because we have a nicer gliding. The hydrophilic oil, it's a water-loving oil, and it will completely dissolve in water. It won't clog the pores, so nobody should be afraid of hydrophilic oil. So we spread it gently in the beginning, and then we can, you can press a little, we can increase the pressure. We can press harder. The first massage will just focus on the face and neck, and as the client is under a mask, we will massage the shoulders. Okay, I like to start on the forehead and work my way down to the neck with friction. Friction movements, they are stimulating. They increase the blood circulation. I can alternate the light movements with a little deeper ones when I'm around the pressure points or on the pressure points, around the temples, and in the middle of the forehead. You can stay really slow right here. Seize. On the third eye. On larger foreheads, you can use 2 fingers, back and forth, or up and down 1 finger. And I'm smoothing everything with effleurage movements. The fingers, they go one by one. One by one. Effleurage is the lightest movement in a facial massage. One by one, we can stay slower in the middle of the forehead. And we can go faster on the rest, slow, fast. The music will inspire you. Okay, I'm done with the forehead and I do few circles at the temples. The next area, it's under the eye. We have to touch a pressure point, squeeze the eyebrows, temple. Small little circles, ironing the skin under the eye. Pressure point, squeeze the eyebrows, temple. We repeat each movement 3 times. The massage therapists, they believe the angels, they come in 3. Pressure point, squeeze, temple. The effleurage under the eyes can be on one eye only. Moving to the other 3 times. We smooth the friction around the eyes with effleurage movements. Figure 8. Or both eye in the same time, whatever it's easier. I think the second movement, it will be easier for the beginners. Next area to massage is the nose area. We glide under the cheeks and friction, pressure point right between the nasal bone and the zygomatic. We can visit our old pressure points, temple. One more time. Pressure point, squeeze the eyebrows, temple. Last time. Pressure points, squeeze temples. The effleurage movement for the nose is very simple. We have to touch the entire hand till the tips of the fingers and lift those eyebrows with the forehead. Upper lip, little friction. If we have any lines on the upper lip, we have to iron those lines. And then the nasal, labial fold. And then under the zygomatic bone, we massage the joint between the maxilla and mandible. We can go a little slower and deeper in this area. Just be sure it's not painful, because sometimes the client has TMJ and it's not that comfortable. But this is an area with a lot of tension, so it really feels relaxing. And then chin, up on the temples. One more time, upper lip, nasal, labial fold, maxillomandibular joint, chin, back to our home base, which is temple. Last time, upper lip, nasolabial fold, maxillomandibular joint, chin, up on the temple. The last area, it's under the jawline, and then the muscles of the neck. Be very careful, do not put a lot of pressure in your way up. It's a circle, but do not put pressure in your way up. You don't want to bring a lot of blood pressure in the brain area. So jawline. Sternocleidomastoid muscle. It's a big group that turns the head right and left. And try to massage as much as you can, going all the way in the back of the neck. It's one pressure point behind the ear. You can touch that. And the last time, jawline. You can stay slow or you can speed it up depending on the music. Large circles all the way on the back of the neck, finishing with a pressure point. And I'm ready for the effleurage. Effleurage, it's a movement that is the lightest and one of the most relaxing. Try to touch one finger at a time and try to overlap. You do not do this randomly. You overlap 3 times in one place. You can slow down and speed up. If the skin is flabby, if you have an aging client, do not exaggerate with the effleurage. Just stay light, especially on the double chins. Okay, I'm doing effleurage on the side of the face, one by one. Lifting, lifting. We have to fight the gravity. Back and forth 3 times, and then on the forehead. We go on the other side. We touch our pressure points on the forehead. We go on the right side, again from the ear. All the way to the corner of the mouth, back to the ear, back to the mouth. We center ourselves and then variation of the butterfly. Fingers one by one, another variation of effleurage. You can do it with the index, or you can do it in one side of the face with both hands. To transition on the other side of the hands, you can go under the chin or on top of the mouth about 3 times. Or you can go on the forehead. Last effleurage movement that I will show you, it's with the back of the fingers. You massage your own wrists. It's actually exercising your hands a little bit. Okay, we're done with the effleurage. The next movement is pétrissage. The best way to start the pétrissage, it's at the chin. Glide down on the chin and you can do the pinching. Just to stimulate the skin. Or you can do a more relaxing form of pétrissage, which is the kneading. Knead very deep the muscles. On the other side, you cannot really knead the forehead, but you can do some pinching on the eyebrows. It's a form of pinching. You almost glide all the way to the end of the eyebrows, if you like it. Next movement is vibration. So you can do a combination. I usually finish with a combination between vibration and effleurage. It looks like this. I vibrate on the forehead, temples, and effleurage down the face. Tapotement is the last movement. It's almost a combination between friction and tapotement, because I try to friction with my palm, so it doesn't look like this. And if you do an eye treatment, which is very, very common with the European facial, I really like to go one more time on top of the eyes. And a very, very nice movement is the one that you massage the iris. I won't do it on a first client unless you're very thorough in your consultation, because if they have contact lenses, it doesn't feel that good. So you rest your finger on the inner corner and you massage the iris. If you heard about iridology, we have points on the iris that represent the whole body. So at this point, when they're really relaxed, it's almost like massaging their whole body. And you play with the lashes in your way out towards the outer corner. It feels really good, very relaxing. You have to slow down, really slow. We have to close the facial right now, so we lift their forehead, lifting their eyebrows, like taking away all their worries, and then we'll say goodbye to the face. Take it one more time in your hands. Follow the cheeks the second time. Forehead, temples, and thank you. It's time to do the exfoliation during the European facial. After we clean thoroughly the massage product, we decide what kind of exfoliation we'll choose. Today, I choose a glycolic peel for my client. It's only 20% glycolic peel. I like the glycolic because it exfoliates and hydrates. It's a little more than the client can do home. I will suggest a series of peel after this facial. And I have to analyze the skin for contraindication. Any opening, any inflammation, or any irritation will be a contraindication for glycolic peel. Nora's skin here, it's great for a peel, no opening, no irritation. So I will start the application on the side of the face. We have to avoid the most sensitive area of the face, which is the chin area. The second is around the eyes. So basically we have to stay away from these two areas, and I'll start on the side of the face with friction with the Q-tip, and then crisscross. Just be sure you don't touch the chin area. Okay, I pass on the other side of the face, never on top of the eyes. I do the same application, avoiding the chin area. I crisscross to make it even. After I apply the peel on the sides of the face, where is the most resistant skin, I ask my client on the scale 1 to 5, how do they feel? 1 being almost nothing and 5 being burning. So how it feels on the scale 1 to 5, the tingling?
2, 3.
If she said 2, 3, I can go ahead and do the rest of the face. I start the forehead at the hair line, just in case I have too much product on the Q-tip. So long strokes and then crisscross. Just be very careful. If you see any redness, you remove the peel. If my client will say it's tingling, it's burning, it's 5+, I have to take it out or I have to dilute it. No way you can apply on the most sensitive area of the face, which is the chin, the nose. If the sides they burn, you have to dilute the peel. So I will mix it with a toner. I will do the neck, the last thing. As I'm watching the entire face. So I will do the neck as I'm keeping an eye on the entire face, and any area with redness, I have to dilute the peel. I'll take a cotton with cold water, and I'm ready to dilute the peel in case of redness or if the client complains about burning. So probably this is the first area that the peel gets diluted. That is the most sensitive. Then around the eyes. On the rest of the face, I can leave it 1 minute longer. If the client complains about severe burning, we have to do a cleanser. The peel, it's acidic. I will do cleansing with an alkaline product. Regular cleanser, it's alkaline enough to neutralize the peel. And I will avoid any complication there. Okay, how is the tingling? More, less? It's good. So perfect. If you have any area of the skin that it's too dry or flaky, you cannot apply a peel on that area. So in order to not diffuse the client, not diffuse the treatment, I will apply something occlusive, like a repair cream. Repair cream is my best friend when I do a peel. I apply a thin layer of repair cream on the lips all the time. I have to do this before the peels if the lips are dry, and also on the corners of the nose. When you have any dryness, you can apply on the corner of the nose. You do this before. I didn't have any dryness. I just prevented it. I do it now because the area became a little red on the corner of the nose. Any other area that you have to avoid the peel to go, you just apply repair cream. Okay, I think it's time to remove the peel. And you do not friction. You have to just dilute it by pressing the cotton. Very soft cotton, never remove a peel with sponges. Very soft cotton. If you're dealing with the skin that's wrinkled, especially wrinkles, folds around the neck, you have to do a cleansing because it's impossible to remove the peel completely from the wrinkle area. So after I dilute it, I can wipe it off very gently. Usually if it doesn't tingle or burn during the application, at this point it will tingle. If it doesn't, be sure you put enough friction so the client feels the peel a little better. How do you feel it now? A little more when I friction?
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay, perfect. Because you have a conditioned skin. First time peels, they don't feel the same. They feel a little more intense at the end, especially if I apply friction with my cutter. Okay. After the peel, we're ready for extractions, very mild extractions after the peel. So in order to perform extraction, you cover the eyes, and I want to show you again how you make the best eye pad. So from a 4x4 that opens in 8x4, you elongate it in one side. One side elongates all the time, and then you fold it in 4, make a little bow right in the middle. That makes the best